Hi, I'm Mary from Gypsy Dom Psychic, based in Sydney. And this is a reading for Gemini for the month of June 2020. Very strong money card. We believe it's got the inheritance word behind it, being such a high money card, the Ten of Pentacles. It is rewarding over a coming year that we see the prospects of your financial side growing. Being the inheritance word as well with it, we also relate it to health issues with family. So be aware of, for instance, mum and dad's health line. We do see this as a nervous time. The Nine of Wands does relate to things becoming extremely worrying, but we believe it's also a breakthrough period you're heading into, but you had to go through so many upheavals to get to that stage of breakthrough, but the outcome is very positive. Now, the Eight of Pentacles relates to building up your money and your finances. I get it a lot for people in the apprentice or trade skill area, but I also get it for people that have this inspiration behind them to grow into a family business. It is a good money orientation card and a hard-working card. Now, the Five of Swords relates a lot to family rivalry, so please be careful of any arguments unfolding with family, any dramas. We also believe that it's sometimes a distant thing, being distant from each other, talking things through, communication. Always, with any sword card you get, the main backdrop of it is about communicating. Beautiful card for love. I'm sure the Geminis would love this Ace of Cups. It does relate to new beginnings for love and relationships to grow. If you are in a relationship, it's commitment time. It's moving forward in the areas of love. The Temperance, being your blockage card, is asking you to be the peacemaker. It's asking you to be calm, rational, and allow things to take their time. Now, between June to November, it's telling you these three things. Be calm, be patient, and allow things to take their time. It's a very strong, nurturing card. Now, overall, the next couple of months are going to be quite busy. We relate it to work areas and we relate it to studies and learnings. We usually get this card when we're doing both, working and studying. Now, this can relate to someone around you who could be a little bit angry, impulsive, who can make some bad choices or decisions. And with the Knight of Swords, we would always ask you to be patient, slow them down if you can talk to them. Again, communication is a big thing with the angry young man card, so to speak. So it's asking you to look at what's making them angry. Let's talk about it. Let's try to slow them down and look at the big picture. And there we go, the Gemini in Gemini. That makes me smile a lot. The Lovers card is the Gemini card in the tarot, and it does relate to passion, love. It can relate to past relationships, someone resurfacing in your life. Gemini in Gemini can mean it's an explosive time for love, beautiful rewards, but also compromising, sacrificing comes with the Gemini card. We relate it to that split personality sometimes as well emotionally. So someone going through something difficult might get the Gemini card in June, but it does mean that they will come out of it with a bit of compromising, a little bit of sacrificing on their behalf will make things a lot better. But yes, passion rules the Lovers card. End of the day, it is a letting go period when you get the Ten of Wands. Letting go of old burdens, past issues. It's a moving forward. It's the look at the future, but also not holding on to the past so much. When we get a 10 and a 9, that's a massive combination in tarot, and it can mean it is a dying off stage in some areas in your life, but again, I think it's just because things are finalizing, things are completing themselves. Another thing, the 10 with the next 10 can mean completion cycles when you get two of those. And that's one thing I kind of noticed right there. Again, we've got the 1, 2 major cards. You could put the 10 and 9 with that major card. You could even put the Ace, and it just means that it is a bit of a complicated period from the month of June. You are getting a little bit of family drama. That's probably the only negative I can see in your reading right there. It is a good money orientation time, but it's also a very strong love orientation time, getting the Gemini and the Ace of Cups. Overall, positive, productive year from the month of June going on. So I kind of like the cards. They're not too bad. I'm just going to put them all back. What I like to do at the end of every reading is a quick shuffle and a 3-question period where we ask, what is else left to know today? Be careful of any disloyalty around you. The Queen of Cups means you're a very giving person, very loyal person, but you might not be getting the same loyalty back in return. And it does want you to focus on yourself more and being loyal to yourself. And money cycle will improve slightly these 3 months, and we just got to be cautious with the choices we're making. The 3 of Pentacles represents a third of your income for the year. The 4 of Pentacles is saying be careful with the money you're making so that you are not overly spending and wasting. What do we need to warn you about is another question I like to ask. Be careful of some ups and downs, some periods of friendships, some periods of failing in some areas of friendships, but we also see it as a healing and recovery card for the new. And look, another warning is about love, and it does speak of the friendship being very important in the areas of love when you get the 2 of Cups. And be aware there could be movement before the end of the year. So between June to say December, a shift or a move can represent work area or even home life area. And last of all, if we want to summarize the period of Gemini, you're going to turn your back on some old things or old situations, but it is an improvement period. It is a time out. A little bit of isolation is still there, a bit of solitude, but it's known as a reassessing time for yourself, a rethinking, and not holding on to any resentment, let's say, and just focusing on the positive and what you want to consider of prospects for the coming year, and to draw away from any drama or confrontation. I always say with the 7 of Swords, what is the point of having the argument to prove your point? It's better to back away or retreat a little bit. It just makes more sense just to give things space or time. And now, Gemini, I'm going to move to the runes to give you an extra layer of your reading to see also what they can pick up. I'm just going to move them around gently. The runes are a beautiful, traditional, very old form of fortune telling. But I do enjoy them through a reading to summarize what I've just been received from the cards. All I'm going to do is pull out hopefully 5. Sometimes I'm given an extra one. I'll allow that to see why Spirit did give me an extra one. Obviously the symbols are quite different from each other. And this is just a general reading to see what it can give us, and especially after the tarot reading. It says whole and stable choices do need to be addressed. It is one of those kind of years where there are disruptions, obstacles, but we can turn them around into a positive cycle. Love is part of the journey, and we did get the Gemini card in the tarot, and this is kind of like your soulmate card in the runes, but in the form of a stone, of course. And it just says love, soulmates, a beautiful journey will come forward, and just to give it time, especially a space of maybe 12 months to 2 years to form that bond. And it says this person comes into your path during, before, or after your main relationship, but he or they are not your main. So keep that in mind. It is a soulmate existence with this person. So it might not endure lifelong. We do see love and fertility upon that path or journey. The journey may become restless or difficult in the coming months, and it says to weather the storms that are coming. The struggles, the trials that you are going through will end, and there will be a reason you went through everything at that time. And we see a strong, prosperous partnership ahead of you, whether it's business, love, your own journey. And it says that the partnership will gain ground, great momentum, great positive period ahead of you. One thing you should know about the The more stones that turn around like this and have no negative side are more positive and more productive, and just like that one is as well. We were blessed with another stone. So it is a big period to capitalize on your next 12 months. It's a prosperous year. Even the tarot said so with the Gemini reading, and the runes are going in that same particular fashion as well. Love is part of the course, and it's a very strong period for love, and that came up with both the tarot and the runes. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Take care, stay healthy, talk soon.